Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night. This is math video number 4. We are going to continue our talk about addition and subtraction of big numbers. Let's go ahead and dive right in. 3 take away 8. Okay, 2 take away 8. Now, this is hard to understand. I'm going to do it again so you guys can start to see a little more clear. Let's move over to our 10,000s. Can you subtract 7 from 6? No. So what we're going to do is borrow one of these. So I'm going to take away this and make it a 4. Okay? It's going to be a 16. Now can you subtract the 7 from the 16? Sure. It's just going to be 9. Okay? But now we have 4 minus 4. So it's not 5 minus 4 because we took one of those 100,000s and gave it to the 10,000s. So it's just 4 minus 4. Alright? And then we're just left with 9 minus 2. And 9 minus 2 is just 7. So if we take this number away from this number, or we subtract this number from this number, we end with 7,090,933. Okay? Now, the point of me stopping so many times is just so you can understand that we take one from one column and give it to another. Okay? This might start make sense to you a little bit later, but just for now, just remember we're going to borrow from one right next to it and give it to the smaller one. Okay? All right. I'm going to try one more time to explain that. We're going to use a lot smaller numbers. Okay? So here we have 190 minus 9. Okay? Now remember, you cannot subtract 9 from 0. So we're going to take one of these 10s, just one, okay? And we're going to give it to the ones. So if we have 110, how many ones is that? Yeah, it's 10 ones. Okay, so we took one of these 10s, which makes this an 8, and we gave one of those 10s, which is 10 ones, over to the ones column. Okay? So now it's 10 minus 9. So all I wanted you to see is that when we borrow, we'll take 10 ones, or 110, and make it into 10 ones. Hopefully that made it a little easier for you guys in your mind. But again, you can always just cross one out, add a 1, and then take away 1 from your next column. Okay? All right, guys, so here we go. We are on page 63. Do and learn. We're going to be looking at this one first, but don't look at the answers. We're going to be doing this one right here, okay? All right, so we have our big number in the blue, and we have our small number in the red, okay? So remember, you can check to see which one is bigger by looking at the biggest place. Which one is bigger, the 5 or the 1? That's right, the 5, and it is on top. So we're good. We can do this with a minus problem. Okay? So start on the right in our ones column. 3 minus 1 is easy. 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. 8 minus 6 is 2. Don't forget your comma. 6 minus 4 is 2. 7 minus 5 is also 2. 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, so in this one, we did not need to borrow any because all of the numbers on top are bigger than all of the ones in the same column below, okay? So this is 422,202, okay? So that is 1A. Make sure you write it down and make sure you understand it, okay? Go ahead and try the next one, but I want you to push pause and then we'll check it together. Okay, so this is do and learn, number 1B, okay? So we have our big number, which this one is obvious because it has one more digit. It's in the millions. So we know that the top one is bigger than the bottom one. So start from the right and move to the left. Can you subtract 9 from 8? No, you have to borrow one of your 10s. So let's go ahead and cross out the 4, and we'll put 3, okay? And let's give 10 ones, let's give 10 ones to your ones column. So it's 9 minus 18. That gives you 9. Okay, now we move to our 10s column. Can you subtract 6 from 3? No, we have to actually cross out that, make it a 5, okay? And then now we can add the 1 to our 3. So what is 13 take away 6? It's going to give you a 7. Okay. So now, can we subtract 4 from 5? Yeah, we can. The answer is just 1. We don't have to borrow anything from our thousands. Don't forget your comma. Whew, it's a horrible comma. Let me try that again. Okay. Can you subtract 6 from 9? Yes. Did I get the right answer? No. What is 9 take away 6? 3. Okay? Didn't need to add anything from the 10,000s. Now let's look at the 10,000s. Can you subtract 2 from 3? Yeah, it leaves you with 1. Okay? Now let's look at our 100,000s. Can you subtract 7 from 6? No. We're actually going to need to borrow one of our millions. So let's cross this one out, make it a 1. Let's give it another one, just so we don't look at it. So now we're actually going to add that 1 to the 6 to make it a 16. So what is 16 minus 7? Yeah, it's going to give us a 9. But wait, we're not finished. We still have this 1 million over here. So don't forget your comma. And then we have this 1, which we can just bring straight down. So our answer for do and learn 1B is 1,913,179. Write it down and let's look at C. All right guys, so this is 1C. We're dealing with two numbers that are really big. They're both in the millions. This starts with an 8, so we know it's the bigger number because that one's 3. So let's go ahead and look at this. We'll start with the ones. 9 minus 3 is just 6. 4 minus 2 is 2. Uh-oh. We cannot subtract 6 from 1, so we're going to borrow. Uh-oh. Can we borrow from 0? No, we actually have to borrow from our 10,000s. So this one's tricky. You might already know how to do this, but I'm going to go through it one more time. So we cannot borrow from our thousands, but we can borrow from our 10,000s. So what we're going to do is add a 1 here, make this a 9. We've taken away our 9. We can't just pull that from nowhere. We actually have to take that away from our 7. So this is going to be a 6. Okay? So now that we have, actually let's put this up here so it's easier for you to see. We're going to cross out this because we're not using that anymore. We have our 11s. Is 5. 5. All right, can we take away 7 from 6? No, we have to borrow again. So this is going to become a 2. Okay? So this is now 16 because we took one of our 100,000s and brought it over to our 10,000s. 16 minus 7 is just 9. Okay? Can we take away 5 from 3? No, we have to actually borrow one of our millions. So instead of an 8, this is going to become a 7. And this is now going to have a 1 in front of it. So 12 minus 5 is 7. And 7 minus 3 is 4. Don't forget your commas. So this one was probably the hardest we've done yet. And that's because every single time we took one away, it was still less. So we had to jump over to another one. The best thing you can do is go down 1 each time because you're taking away 1. and then move to the next one. That'll make more sense as we practice, okay? So our new number is 4,795,526. Go ahead and please write it down now. Boo. All right, guys, so we're on the do and learn section. This is number 2A. And again, just like addition, the most important part is to line them up, one on top of the other. Without this, you're probably going to make mistakes. So pull out your blue books and try these problems, okay? So these numbers are pretty close to each other. I know that because each of them are in the 1 millions, but the next thing we do is look at the 100,000s, just to make sure that the big number is on top and the small number is on the bottom. So millions are the same, and then you look over at the 100,000s, which one's bigger? Yeah, the top one. So this is the correct way. The big number is on top. So we'll start back over here in the ones. 6 minus 4, that's easy, okay? 3 minus 2, that's 1, that's easy. 2 minus 1, easy, it's a 1. 4 minus 3, also easy. 3 minus 0, these are all really easy. 6 minus 0, don't forget your comma. And then 1 minus 1. So actually we have 0 millions, which means that we can get rid of that comma. And the answer is just 631,112. Okay, let's take a look at 2B. All right, so here's the last one on the do and learn for subtraction. This is page 63, okay? So start with the ones. Can you subtract 6 from 5? No. You actually have to get rid of one, or borrow one of your 10s and bring it to your 1s. So this is going to become an 8. And this is going to become a 15. Okay? 6 minus 15 is just 9. Okay? 8 minus 8. 0. Uh-oh. Can you subtract 5 from 0? No. We're actually going to need to borrow one of our thousands. So this is going to become a 4. And this is going to become a 10. Okay? So 10 minus 5 is 5. Don't forget your comma. Alright? 4 minus 3 is just 1. And then 2 minus 1, this is our 10,000s now. 2 minus 1 is just 1. Uh-oh, can we subtract? No, we're gonna need to borrow one of our millions. So this is no longer a 6, it's going to be a 5. And this is no longer a 3, it's going to be a 13, okay? 13 minus 8 is just 5. Don't forget your comma. And then 5 minus 4 is 1. We're left with 1,511,509. That's the final answer. Now, what I would like you guys to do is please open your books to page 64 and 65. This is going to be your homework, okay? What I would like you to do is please finish these. Have your parents take a picture and send it to me in the line group. These are worth points, okay? So make sure that you finish them right after this video and send them to me by the next day, okay? This is for a grade. Your grade will count for this. So make sure that you're doing these and sending them, okay?
Homework alert! Homework alert!
All right. So that's all for this portion of chapter 2. We're going to move on to a different topic next time. But for now, make sure you finish that homework and get it sent to me, okay? It's very, very important. All right. Until next time. Goodbye, guys.
Hold me down. before.